Namaste and welcome to Whisper of Wisdom, the podcast space from Prabodhalaya, where we explore the deeper layers of sustainable well-being. Yes, this podcast is a space to pause, breathe, and reflect. I'm your host Prabodh, and today in episode 2, we explore something so simple, so ordinary, that we often forget its sacred power. Yes, I'm talking about the breath. Most people think of breath just as a biological function. Air in, air out, something the body does to survive. And that's true on the surface. But in the yogic tradition, breath is much more than oxygen. It is a bridge, a connection between the body and the mind, a gateway to awareness. Let's take a deep breath together now. And exhale. Did you notice how just one conscious breath brings you here into this moment? So, why is breath considered the bridge? Breath is the only physiological process that is both automatic and voluntary. You don't have to think about it, yet you can control it. And this makes it incredibly powerful. Think of breath as a messenger between your body and your mind. When you are anxious, your breath is short. When you are calm, your breath is deep. In fact, your emotional state is always reflected in your breath. And by changing how you breathe, you can influence how you feel. This is why, in yoga, the breath is never just background. It is the anchor of the entire practice. The poses, the asanas are important, but without conscious breath, they become just exercise. With breath, they become transformation. In yogic philosophy, breath is called prana, the life force, the subtle energy that animates you. And pranayam literally means to extend or refine that energy. Now, many people think of pranayam as a set of techniques like Kapalbhati, Anulom Vilom, Vastrika. And yes, these techniques are valuable, but today I want to remind you, pranayam is not just a practice, it's a way of being. It's about noticing the breath, staying with it, allowing it to guide your awareness back to the present moment. If I have to tell you in other words, it is not about how long you can hold your breath, it's about how present you are to it. Every conscious breath is pranayam. Every moment you pause to listen to your inhale or soften your exhale, that is yoga happening. Now let's talk about the breath in daily life. We really don't need a yoga mat to practice this. The breath is with us when we wake up, when we argue, when we walk, when we rest. That means presence is always just one breath away, isn't it? So, here's a small invitation. Right now, wherever you are, simply feel the next breath come in and go out. Let your shoulders soften. Let your face relax. That's it. Nothing to fix. Nothing to force. This is the real yoga. Before we close today's episode, let me offer you a simple breathing practice that you can carry into your day. It's called box breathing, and it's as easy as this. Inhale for a count of 4. Hold the breath for 4 count. Exhale for 4 count. Hold the exhale for 4. Let's do one round together. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Just 1 or 2 rounds like this, and your nervous system begins to reset. Your thoughts slow down. You return to now. The breath is always here, always with you, always whispering, come back. So today, as you move through your routines, walking, working, waiting, remember, your breath is your anchor. your companion, your inner compass. It's not something we control, it's something we can listen to. And when we do, we begin to truly live with presence. Thank you very much for tuning into Whisper of Wisdom. If you found today's episode helpful, feel free to share it with a friend or loved one who might benefit. You can also explore more insights and wellness offerings at our website, Prabodhalaya.com. And don't forget to subscribe for more heartful reflections every week. Until next time, take a deep breath and stay connected.